So this past Friday, you were supposed to complete slides 1 through 5, and so the questions for today were, um, what does the theory of continental drift state, and who proposed it, and what is a fossil? And that information could be found on page 3, slide 3. And here you were supposed to fill in on Friday this side here. So if you filled it in correctly, you would know that the theory of continental drift stated that all the continents were once joined together in one single large landmass about 250 million years ago, and they call that single large landmass Pangaea. Now, the plates move at about 2 inches per year. They're moving apart. They continue to move apart, and eventually, 200 to 300 million years in the future, all these continents will be joined back once together again. And this theory was produced by Alfred Wegener. And again, when you propose a theory, you have to have evidence to back it up. And one of the things we're going to look at today is those pieces of evidence that he used to back up his theory. All right, so the second question of the do now was, what is a fossil? And a fossil is a preserved remain of an ancient organism. When I say ancient organism, not only does that mean animals, but also plant material. And as you saw, we looked at on slide 4, they were talking about this plant material here, Glossopteris. Now, this was a tropical plant. And what's interesting is that, yeah, you would expect to find a fossil of this plant in areas like South Africa, South America, Australia, places that are warm, right? But it's this last one here, Antarctica. So how is it possible to find a tropical plant in Antarctica when you know that there is no plant life there because of the extreme cold conditions? So the only logical explanation is Antarctica had to be a warmer place at one point in the past. How is that possible? Antarctica had to be in a different location. And then you were supposed to go ahead and answer these 3 multiple choice questions and place the answer here. Now, this whole entire presentation is going to be, this Google Slides is going to be due on Wednesday. So again, we'll go through a few more slides today, and then we'll finish off the rest of the slides tomorrow. All right, so what you're going to do today, so you're going to do slides 6 through 9. This first slide here, this first slide here, what you're going to do is you're going to time yourself. So use your cell phone or look at the clock, use the clock or any sort of timer, and you're going to start the timer and you're going to assemble this puzzle and see how long it takes you to complete it, and then record the time here. So once you put it together, leave it in that position so I can take a look at it. But again, just moving these around. Again, you can move it. If I want to move it, I can move it this way by grabbing that little round dot at top. All right. And then obviously you can move them around. All right. So that's the first goal. Slide 7. You have to read this. It's giving you the evidence that Alfred Wegener examined that led him to propose this theory of continental drift. So read through this. You're going to have to record it on slide 9. The next one, slide 8, we have another puzzle. However, this puzzle is slightly different because it has symbols on it. So you're going to use those symbols and match them up to put the puzzle together, and then answer these questions here. Again, you're timing yourself. How long did it take you? All right. So, and then solving this puzzle is different than solving the other puzzle because, and then provide an explanation why, if you found this one easier, why you found it easier. If you found it more difficult, then say that. And then the last slide you're doing today, again, you're looking for the 4 pieces of evidence that Alfred Wegener used to support his theory of continental drift. So you're going to go ahead and get that information again on the previous slide we just looked over, which is slide number 7. All right, so you're only doing 6 through 9 today. I will check later in the day on your progress. Also, don't forget that the projects are due, your Earth Layers projects are due on Wednesday. Again, if you physically come into school, then just bring it into me. Those of you that are completely virtual, you can either take a picture, send that to me, or if you did it on Google Slides, then just make sure that you share that with me. So if you have any questions, again, you can email me or contact me through Google Classroom.